Hey guys, welcome to Mad Scientist Barbecue. I'm Jeremy Yoder. Today we're going to do something very different than what I usually do. I'm at the Windy City Smokeout. I saw Brad from CHUDS Barbecue, so I knew we had to cook something together. So we're cooking today
some big old tomahawk steaks.
They are beautiful. I think I'm going to call it Redneck Sous Vide.
Yeah?
Call the video that?
Beautiful.
Because essentially that's what we're going to do.
Absolutely. Makes sense.
You know, reverse sear, but get the benefit of smoke. Now these are great pieces of meat, which means we have to treat them with respect. We want to cook them the right way. And so what we're going to do today is something I like to call Redneck Sous Vide. So you want to walk us through how we're going to do it exactly on the smoker, the searing, all that?
Absolutely. So we got two steaks, so we're gonna go with two different styles, right? One classic salt and pepper. The other one we've got some Italian seasoning that we're using here for our dish at Windy City. It's just some Italian spices, and you know, just because we're in Chicago, we're gonna do it a little bit differently, have some fun with it. Serve it with a little giardiniera. It's gonna be great. So we're gonna throw these on the smoker right behind us, big old 1,000-gallon pit, smoke them to about 120.
Yeah.
And then pull them off, let them rest, give them a nice hard sear, slice on in.
Okay. All right, I'll do this one, salt and pepper. How heavy do you like to go?
I go pretty heavy. Piece of meat that big, you can't really oversalt it.
That thick. Okay. So on this fat, do you ever salt the fat?
Absolutely.
Okay. How heavy do you like to go on the pepper?
You know, pretty good, pretty heavy, especially because it's going to be smoking, and that pepper's going to mellow out a lot, so you can't really overdo it.
Yeah. All right, here we go.
Man, there's never a day where a good tomahawk steak doesn't sound like a good idea.
Yeah, I've never thought of tomahawk steaks, and I thought, you know what, I don't want to do that. All right, what do you think? Like that?
Perfect, beautiful, Love it.
Okay, why are we going to do it this way?
Well, on a piece of meat this big, if we were going to just grill it directly, it would take so long for the internal temp to reach where we want it to be. You just end up with a big strip of well done on the outside.
Right.
So this is just going to speed things up. And also on a ribeye, there's so much fat in there. Yeah. Doing the low and slow in there, it's really going to help render that down.
Oh, so you melt the fat, it's going to be a juicier bite in the end.
Exactly. And then at the end, you can just sear it off, and you know you're not going to overcook it or undercook it because it's already at that perfect temp.
Right, so we're going to have wall-to-wall medium rare.
Exactly, much like sous vide.
Right, but instead of sous vide, we have the benefit of adding smoke flavor.
Exactly.
So we get the slow cooking, the evenness of doneness, right? So all cooked the same way, plus we get smoke flavor, then we get to sear it and get sear flavor. The Maillard reaction is going to take place on the outside. We're going to have the best of all worlds, right?
Can't beat it, can't beat it.
All right, let's get the other seasoning.
Believe it or not, smoke is more flavorful than a plastic bag.
I don't know if I believe that. Well, I don't think I want to taste the plastic bag.
Yeah, right?
Yeah, there you go.
Bam, this seasoning, real simple stuff. It's just your basic Italian seasonings, you know, oregano, basil, fennel. Got some parsley in there, some red chili flakes, and a bunch of salt.
Smells great.
We've been putting this on our Italian pork belly burn ends that we're serving here at Windy City.
They're phenomenal, by the way.
Oh, thank you. Can't go wrong with pork belly either.
Yeah, it's one of those things where it's kind of hard to mess up, you know? But I think people are intimidated to do it, though.
Well, it's a really rich cut, too.
Yeah.
So a lot of people shy away just because it's so much fat, but not this crowd.
I think if you render out the fat well, then you're going to be really happy with the result. Undercooked pork belly, it's just kind of chewy and they don't like it.
Exactly.
You know? But if it's cooked properly, it's super hard to beat.
It's just like a brisket. No one wants a big chunk of unrendered fat in their mouth. So.
Totally. 100%
cool.
with you.
I think we're looking good on the seasonings on these. Okay. Beautiful.
Rock and roll. Yeah.
Nice.
I'm trying to make the most out of being here, you know?
Exactly. All right, so we got this big 1,000-gallon Moberg pit. Gordon Wright of Wright's Barbecue down in Arkansas. We picked this on our way up through from Texas to Chicago. What's up, Joe Yim?
Also another YouTuber.
There's a lot of YouTubers here today.
Indeed.
So we got this pit full. We got a bunch of bulgogi beef ribs that we're serving. We've got some smoked mushrooms
like
up
Korean
top.
Style.
Yep.
Oh, dude. I gotta try one of those.
Oh, they're tasty.
All right,
this whole
so
pit is full.
We're gonna put these guys on at what temp?
Right now we're rocking about 250.
250.
Pretty good place to be.
Cooking with oak?
Yep.
All right, let's get them on.
I usually like to go fat cap towards the fire. On this pit, not really as necessary because there's so much space. But on a smaller cooker too, helps that fat render down a little bit.
Awesome.
So I'm just gonna go right there.
Those are gonna be good.
What a beautiful sight.
It's nice, man.
Counterweights. Come in handy.
Yeah. So we're gonna let these guys cook low and slow for probably about an hour, but we're looking for an internal temperature of 120. That way we can pull it off, we can sear it, and have the right level of doneness.
Yeah.
right, Brad, you pull those off, and we let them rest for a little bit because we want to stop the cooking process. We don't want to get it overcooked. So what did you do with the coals, and what are you going to do now?
So we just got a ripping hot grill going here. This is what we've been using to sear off our flanking ribs all week. So this fire's been burning for 3 days. So what we're going to do is we're going to lower this down nice and close to the coals, get a ripping hot sear on there.
Yeah. And we're talking, what, 60 seconds?
Well, find out.
Okay.
It's going to go by colors.
So when it looks right, it's done.
Yeah. On a big piece of meat like this, you can get away with a pretty heavy crust. So.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Can't go wrong with that. We're going to go. There's that sizzle. That's the sounds you want to hear.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And now we patiently wait. And maybe drink some beer.
So the purpose of putting these on the grill is to get grill marks, right? That's the whole reason. It's just, we want it to look good, right?
No way, man. Grill marks, that's a thing of the past.
It's what people do in competition because it looks nice.
It does look nice.
But in terms of producing the best flavor, it's not about the marks at all.
No.
It's about that even sear all around.
Absolutely.
Right?
Yeah, I mean, whether it's in a pan or over a hot fire,
Yeah.
blowtorch, I mean, that's where the flavor comes from, right? That's where you
Right.
get that Maillard crust on it. It's really going to make the steak not only have the textural difference, but
Right.
also have like that incredible flavor. Like
Right.
if we cut into that right now, it'd be good. but
Right.
Crust is what we're after.
Yeah, exactly. So that's something that people don't usually talk about is the different texture that you get by doing that.
Right.
So the inside should be soft, and the outside has a little crust, so it's not like you're chewing something that's just kind of mushy.
Absolutely.
You get both. Yeah.
Right.
Excellent.
It's like the main difference between like a prime rib and a ribeye steak,
Yeah.
right? The prime rib is like a roast.
Right.
So that's kind of, you like that super soft texture. But on
Right.
the steak, it's all about that sear.
Exactly, and it looks like we're getting it right here. Got some smoke.
Oh yeah. Woo, that's hot.
That's, yeah. That's kind of what I was thinking.
And we'll just keep flipping them back and forth a little bit till we're satisfied with the color.
Ooh. That's hot though.
Yeah.
Nice and hot. How hot do you think this is?
Probably around like 650, 700,
You
something
think?
like that.
Yeah, it's hot.
So we're also like that far off the coals, so.
Yeah. Starting to smell good too.
Yep.
So we have the Italian seasoning mix, the salt and pepper.
Yeah.
So we got to compare them.
They look pretty similar at this stage, which I didn't think about. We're also getting a lot of attention from everyone next door who keeps seeing these tomahawks.
We're having to guard these from other people. They're trying to take them.
Man, I haven't had a good tomahawk in a while.
Yeah. Yeah, me either, man. To tell you the truth.
Best part,
Dude.
gnawing on that bone, all that meat right
Oh,
there.
you like to gnaw that meat off?
So good.
Yeah.
That's
so,
the real primal caveman style.
Yeah. I mean, having the tomahawk bone makes it look really cool, but the weird thing about it is the first thing most people do when they get it, they take the bone off.
Absolutely.
Right?
Yeah, it's
'Cause
mostly
then
for
you slice it.
presentation.
Yeah.
And you're paying, what, at least $25 a pound for that bone.
Yeah. So it does look amazing.
Beautiful.
And they always cut the ribeyes, well, whenever they have a tomahawk, they're always cut nice and thick because they have to, because there's one steak per bone.
Right,
Yeah.
exactly. Let's get this fat cap seared too.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Whew. Yeah. All right.
Good deal.
And we'll get these on a cutting. Oh, dude, those smell good. Smell them.
Oh my God.
Unbelievable.
Can't beat it.
Okay. All right. Where should we go?
Let's find a spot.
We could go back. We can go anywhere.
That's true, actually. There's actually a table back here.
Yeah. Let's do it. Man, those coals are hot.
Wait, we're not cooking this to tenderness? Steak cutting knife anywhere?
How'd we do?
Pretty good. Right around that medium rare. So for this one with the Italian seasoning, I'm gonna hit it with some of this oil from the Jardiniere that we got from JP Graziano's. Just add a little bit more of that Italian flair. Ooh.
Looks nice, man.
I believe that's the spicy Jardiniere, so we're just gonna get thick,
Oh.
a little extra flavorful. First, let's go off the bone, just like you were saying.
Yeah. Bone comes off first.
Dive in.
Oh yeah.
Looking pretty good to me.
Oh yeah. You have the wall-to-wall
Do I owe you
pink.
10 bucks? Looking good to me.
Looking great.
It's not a normal thing for me to put anything other than just salt and pepper on a steak like
Right.
this, but I don't know. This is looking pretty good.
Yeah, I'm excited to try it.
Feels nice and tender.
Juicy. Oh yeah.
All right. Oh, that's looking real nice.
Oh yeah. It's gonna be good.
That's a big steak.
It's a huge steak.
Something
Probably
about
more
a
than I can
tomahawk.
eat, but I'm willing to try.
Yeah, right?
I think your cuts looked a lot prettier than mine.
Well, my steak was a little bit prettier from the butcher, so this one was a little scraggly.
A little bit.
Man, look at the cook on that, though.
Ooh. That's money.
That looks pretty tender to me. Yup.
Yep. That's what we want.
Show it.
Absolutely.
Give it a shot.
Yeah. Salt and pepper. Here we go. Dude, that's so hard to beat. Redneck Sous Vide is a thing everybody needs to do.
Oh, that's fantastic.
Wow. You get smoke flavor and sear flavor, all in the same
Gotta
bite.
feed the cameraman.
Right, camera guy?
Always gotta take care of the camera guy. He'll make us look good. All right, let's go for the Italian.
All right. I'm curious. I always do salt and pepper.
Me too. Me too.
All right, let's see. Oh,
Wow.
that's unbelievable, man.
Dude, a little bit of kick from
Yeah,
that.
the spiciness you get from that is unbelievable.
Gabe. Rice with barbecue,
Oh,
everybody.
oh,
That's fantastic.
yeah, that's wonderful.
Good
Yeah.
guess. Get in here, fellas.
All right.
This is now a Windy City tradition. We're gonna do this every time.
Deal.
Absolutely. But as far as like, you gotta spice it up sometimes.
Yeah, spicy ribeyes not bad.
I thought that one was fantastic. The spicy one.
That's the spicy
Oh,
jardinero
too
oil.
spicy.
I mean,
Yeah, dude.
Judging by how quickly this is going,
Yeah.
I think it was a successful cook.
Yeah.
Excellent job, Joe.
Almost.
I would've
As
grabbed
much
it.
as you want, guys. Yeah. There you go.
Oh yeah. Oh my god. That's what life is all about.
Good?
Awesome. Lord.
Great.
God.
Well, awesome. Glad you like it, man.
Also, that combination of the smoke plus that charcoal.
Yeah.
Go wrong. You going for it?
That's like a big cow, wouldn't it? I got one or two that can turn that out.
Really?
Yes.
Nice.
All right. Oh, I'm sorry. Sharing a bone together.
There you go. Gone.
How long did that smoke for?
Hour and 15, I think.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. There you go. All right, there's one piece left. Who's going to be the guy?
Someone's got to do it. It's got to be this guy.
In there. All right.
You've been staring at it longer
Come on,
than all of
Preston.
us.
There we go. There we go.
Oh, that look of pure.
Yeah.
Well, that
Okay,
went
awesome.
quick. Next time we got to get 3 or 4, I guess.
That's phenomenal.
Oh, well, thanks, man. I appreciate
God
that.
knows it.
Not bad. So flavorful.
Just a nod on bone.
Yeah.
This is what it should look like when you cook steaks well. All
Yeah.
that's left is a little bit of carnage, a bone that's been gnawed on, and all the meat has disappeared in seconds.
Yeah. Someone just said they're gonna grab a piece of bread and start mopping up the juice. So.
I don't blame them, man. It's so good. But that was such a good idea you had. The Italian seasoning, this sauce. It's a flavor profile I've never had on steak before,
Yeah,
but
me
it's
neither.
fantastic.
Yeah, I've never had a spicy steak before, and it was,
Yeah.
it was phenomenal.
Yeah,
I was
so good.
Surprised.
I want to say thanks to Brad for doing this video with me. If you guys don't know about his channel, CHUDS BBQ, you have to go check it out. I think it's some of the best content on YouTube, regardless of genre. Check out his channel. You're going to learn a lot. A real pit master who can teach you what he's learned with hours and hours and hours managing a fire, making great barbecue. So thanks, Brad. I appreciate it.
Dude, thank you, man. Anytime you want to get together and cook some big old juicy steaks,
Yeah?
I'm always down.
Same.
Oh,
Same.
yeah.
The process is really simple. So Redneck Sous Vide, it's kind of a joke, but it's also true. We take a long time to smoke it to build in flavor and get perfectly even doneness. So we have that smoke flavor that you can only get really by smoking, and then by searing it, we're gonna get that crust on the outside, we get more texture, we get even more flavor because of the Maillard reaction and all the complex chemistry that takes place on the meat surface. All of that combines to make an incredible steak. I mean, these two steaks disappeared in seconds, and Brad, I think you're right. You know, there's sometimes to keep it simple, salt and pepper,
Yeah.
but I think being a little bit more adventurous with how you season things is a lot of fun. So, this is super cool. Thanks for that idea.
I mean, yeah, salt and pepper, it's classic, right? That's kind of the go-to.
Oh, yeah.
You got to know the rules before you know how to break them, right?
You're exactly right. You're exactly right. Knowing the principles behind barbecue and grilling are going to allow you to adapt it to whatever the circumstance is. So, super awesome. This was crazy good. Thanks so much, man.
Dude, thanks for having me.
Yeah.
And yeah, let's go eat some more barbecue while we're here.
Deal. I heard there's some around.
Let's find it. Bam.
It's like a mallet.
Right?
It's like a lightsaber of meat.
Exactly. Meat on a handle. Gotta love it.